gone to space, mate, but you definitely didn't go to the edge of the world.
It's called gravity.
You need more proof. And it's
Look, you need to show me how me dropping my bottles can
gravity.
make water stick to the underside of a ball. See what you guys
It's called
are
an
not taught
atmosphere.
to think about.
It's called an atmosphere.
I'm giving this
What's
power.
on the bottom of the earth?
More gravity, more anti-gravity.
Okay, so if we're flat, why
Oh, higher, higher, higher.
if we're flat,
Higher, higher, higher.
if I'm flat,
Look at that.
right, explain this to me. If we're flat, right, and we don't fall down, what's underneath us, and how come we just have to just start big hole and
I'm not as egoic as to say I know what's underneath.
Well, that's what I mean. So then, if you can't prove
Mankind
that,
has
then
drilled
flat
8
just
miles
doesn't
into the
work.
ground. 8 miles as far as we've gone, but you claim you know what's going on 4,000
No,
miles. underneath
gravity,
us.
my
What a
man.
genius.
Gravity.
I make no claims about what's outside.
You just made a
here.
claim that it's flat,
I say we live
and you
inside
can't
an enclosed
explain.
No.
It's an enclosed world, and we cannot get out of it. But NASA wants you to think that, oh, Elon Musk,
He's
going to
obsessed
take 1
with
week
NASA.
of NASA's
Who is NASA?
budget and take you to Mars, take your imagination all the way to Mars, make you
about
continue to
going to
believe
Mars.
you
The
evolved
claims are
from the
making.
ape, and here you are,
There's an
proudly
inconsistency.
evolved from African ape.
Anyone can shout,
And
my
you've
man.
done well
Anyone can
to
shout.
come through this.
Learn how to
But
debate.
it's all to
Your
minimize
argument,
you, because
improve
you
your
are the
argument.
center of creation.
Improve your argument.
You are Jesus.
Seriously.
The religions want you to think that you are not that special. But the truth is, the science has you think you evolved from monkeys, came from a big bang, but this place was created for you, possibly even by you, or at least by our higher self, or whatever you call God. So that's who we are. But this system is a prison farm, and it wants to enslave you, keep you paying your taxes, keep you wearing your face. I bet you did. Hey, did you double up with a face towel, the lady towel over the mouth? Did you do that in 2020?
But what's that got to
You
do with
believe
the flat
science.
earth?
You boys believe the science.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Hey, hey, you don't believe the science that much.
He's putting
Good
words
for
in
you.
our mouth, isn't he?
Good for
That's
you.
what I mean. Any tour
But they
propaganda
can
works
lock
when
you
you don't
down
let people
because
speak.
you
No, that's
are
right, yeah.
believe you come from monkeys.
Anyway, do you know what?
I blame Thatcher for
You
getting
come
rid
from
of
monkeys, they can lock
the
you down.
lunatic asylum.
So you guys will continue to be enslaved, pay your taxes, pay interest on the money you borrow, spend 40 or 50 years working to be a slave, to be told when you can go on holiday, told when you can go to the shops, told when you can spend money on...
I only go to the shops if I run out of
something
milk.
that, all I'm saying is global warming is another lie designed to minimize you. Vegetarianism, all that sort of stuff is designed to minimize you.
How come our weather is getting better and better year on year, and like over a period of years we've actually watched an increase in degrees? Now, if global warming wasn't a thing, explain that to me. Is that we're getting closer to the sun? Has the earth and the flat earth tilted? If it's flat and it's tilted and there's no such thing as gravity, we'd all be walking this way.
Yeah, we would be, and if we walked on the side of the ball, we'd be walking this way.
No, but you see, that's
No,
the
let
thing
me
about
tell you,
gravity.
let me tell you that
Gravity
climate change is a real thing. Guess what?
So what
we
about-
can
what
drill,
about
we can
magnetic
drill thousands of
pole?
years of ice cores and find that yes, guess what? We've
The
had
drill's
oxygen
just going to come out
levels.
the other end and just
8 miles is
disappear.
all we've got.
8 miles?
In your dreams,
You know
might
that
go to
though.
8 miles.
It's called the Kola Deep in Russia, 1997.
He's an engineer
Do your
as well.
homework, boy.
So when they drilled
Let me
down,
tell
they
you,
just found
that's
like
all
what?
they could find.
They can
They
see
found
space.
after 2 years,
They
they got
see it in
20
space.
centimeters. They said we're giving up.
And they seen space? They seen like the
It
abyss?
doesn't
They
have to be
seen
space.
So what is
Space
it?
an illusion.
So what is
It's
it?
all Disney.
Space is an illusion, like
That's
the
how it is.
curvature
This
of the
is
Earth's an
space.
illusion.
This
It's
is
all
the
an
only space
illusion.
there is. It's
So
space
it's
that you
true.
can move in.
Oh, what
Outer
we got
space
there, look.
that you call space, outer space is not real. There might be water above us, I don't know, but that there's a vacuum, that there's a high tall vacuum sitting alongside of an atmosphere.
Do you believe that?
Explain thermodynamics. Explain thermodynamics, how you can have a pressure, non-pressure system without a fixed barrier. Explain that.
Thermodynamics.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well,
deny.
What does thermodynamics have to do
we
with
know
the
that,
being
that to have a
flat?
deodorant can, we know this is, you'll probably
Alright, so
understand
if
this.
you put a vacuum in, so you're saying we're flat, right? So if I boil a kettle and it takes 100 degrees to boil, if I put it in a vacuum at 2 bar pressure, how come it takes, 65 degrees to boil? That's 35 degrees less. Explain that.
So
You create a
put it in
vacuum.
So you put it
create
in
a vacuum.
sorry, let me just check your evidence. You put it in a what?
Vacuum.
A vacuum chamber. A vacuum chamber. Do you
And
see
that's
that
round
word?
or
It's a round
straight.
thing, and the NASA one, 8-foot thick walls. Why? Because to have a vacuum, you need containment. Oh, dream on, my friend. They are doing NASA spacewalks in a swimming pool.
Yeah, of course, you have to- yeah, of course, because
Disney,
it mimics.
they're training it. It mimics space. Do you realize if you've done any scuba diving, you know that at 2 or 3 bar of pressure, everything is starting to push on you.
Yes, of course.
In
it's
a
the same as
vacuum,
trees. But
everything is pulling on you
but
in
that's not a
completely the
vacuum.
opposite force.
But they're not training to be in a
Completely
vacuum.
the opposite force. So they're training in a swimming pool under pressure to be in non-pressure. They've never taken a spacesuit in a vacuum chamber. Chamber. It's a chamber like a
Because if
deodorant
you
can.
put someone in a vacuum, you've got all that compression. It's like the reason.
They've never put a man in a spacesuit in a vacuum chamber on Earth. It's all Disney, bro. Go back and look at the moon landings.
So show
Look at the
me,
moon
and all
landings.
these
I don't have to
beautiful-
show you
look at
anything.
these
It's
beautiful
your belief
pictures.
system that's under
No.
attack. I don't have a belief
With all
system.
your beautiful pictures, where's the edge of the earth where
I
we
don't
all
have a
fall
belief
off?
system.
No,
Every Muppet tells me
but
that.
that's
I
your-
hear that from
that's
every
your-
Simon
is
Dan
that-
fan.
Is that your?
Is that Professor Dave you've been
Oh,
learning
yeah.
your science from? Professor Dave never talks about formula for curvature on the supposed ball Earth, 8 inches per mile squared, according to trigonometry, not me, according to the
nice
bull
little pamphlet
boys,
that you read?
they will tell me that. I did this research 7 years ago because I had to make sure at the age of 47
Okay, so did
I
you
wasn't
make sure
being
you went to
misled
the
as
edge
well.
of- Did you make sure you went to the edge of the earth just to see it? The
You
tipping
need
point?
there to be an edge because you know what, if you live in a
But
ball,
where's it going to end? You're saying it's endless.
where's the flat spot on a ball?
But where's the end?
Where's the
Yeah,
flat
there is
spot
no
on a
flat
ball?
spot on a ball.
So
That's
there's
the whole
all
point of the
edges.
sphere, that we
All
can
edges.
circle navigate.
So can I have your gravity? Can I borrow your religion of gravity so you can't fall the edge
Religion,
of my
gravity was made up by
I
religion.
don't make claims
the
about
church
this idea.
didn't make gravity.
But exactly,
NASA
where is
didn't
the
make
edge?
gravity.
Where is the edge?
Yeah, which nation lives in
I
the
asked you to
edge?
research the Antarctic Treaty. After 30 years of American exploration in Antarctica in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, they shut Antarctica down with the Antarctic Treaty, which is signed by Russia and all the big countries that have been at war with each other. And they've never, it's the only unbroken treaty on Earth. Go and look at it, Antarctic Treaty. You cannot, no matter how rich you are, you cannot decide today I'm going to go to Antarctica. You cannot, no matter how wealthy you are. You cannot go there and set up ship. And Admiral Byrd is on record on American UCT TV saying, by the way, I went past the pole and I found land bigger than America. He's on record. You can go and see this. He was given 3 ticker tape parades. He was the youngest admiral in the American fleet. And he spent 30 years with the whole fleet researching and going around Antarctica. And now we say, now they shut it down, and people say, oh, well, we can't go there. Ranulph Fiennes, the British most famous explorer, took him 5 years to get a permit just to go over one peninsula of the Antarctic. So we don't know what's down below and why they're locking us down from going to have a look. If there's nothing to hide, there's nothing to hide.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.